Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome once again to what you may have missed. Today we're going to be talking about what else but Warhammer Quest: The Silver Tower. Alright, let's get right to it. So first off, here is the pre-release stuff. Now, it's just some foil cards, some badges, flip plastic coin, and some card art. If you're very much into this sort of stuff, get it. If not, don't worry about it. So this is what I was on about yesterday. So take a look at this sprue and you see that this game is designed for the painters, designed for the hobbyists, not so much designed for the board gamer. Now, I was talking about this guy yesterday and I thought I was kidding when I said he comes in 12 parts, and apparently I was, but only just. He comes in 11. I think that they went really overboard with this kind of thing, and I don't think that it helps them a great deal. I'm going to go into that in another video. In fact, I've got a bit with it. Now, take a look at this guy, right? Now, see, part 2, when this flips around, you will see that it actually goes into the back before the cape, so that you can paint all of him before you get everything done. The Gryph-hound was simple, easy, don't worry about it. So next up is the other guy, and what I was talking about is right here in the center of the screen where you see the head that he's holding onto, which is C7. So that is one of the alternate ways you can put him together if you want to put him together that way. I don't really mind either way. I think either way he looks cool. So after that we've got the Mist Weaver, and it was fine to put together. It was not that bad. However, Ten-Benel Shard, which comes after her, oh my good lord. And once again, what I was talking about yesterday, this is how you take pictures of sprues, ladies and gentlemen. It's not hard at all. Alright, so taking a look at Ten-Benel Shard, what you want to be taking a look is the top left-hand part of the screen. Now that part has to be slotted between the hair and that leather bit over there. And what you're going to need is you're going to need a bit of force to pin that, because the curve might bend slightly, which means you won't be able to get it into place exactly. This guy is a treat to put together. The bottom half and the top half are pretty much separate, and I'd put them together separately if I were you. It is just so simple, and I love this, how it actually just comes up and tells you the song. So good, because people were asking about the songs. Alright, so next up we have the big guy. Now you'll see that the tail is part 2 and it's on a separate sprue. So if you're looking for that when you're putting it together, that's where it is. It's on a separate sprue. So you've got to put that in between 1 and 2, and it's pretty simple. However, what I want to note is the hooves. So I think this is very much designed for the people who want to convert and have him on a slightly higher plane, because it would be so easy to just shave or file that top down so that he's standing on top of a piece of cork, you know, climbing up some stairs, something like that. Alright, next up we're going to be having a look at the big sprue. Here is what I recommend you do to make your life easy. Cut out all of the single piece things, which is all of the familiars and the brimstone horrors, and then cut out all of the grotling scuttlings. The reason that you do this is because the grotling scuttlings can go any which way together. You don't have to worry about it. And that is just going to make your life so much easier for getting each of the other bits after that. I'm going to rail against the painting guide for a bit, because take a look at this amazing paint job right here. And what I've got after that is the picture in the paint guide. And as you can see, as it just flies by, it is not the same. Not even close. So here we have this, and it is so much more apparent with him. Just, very, very frustrating. So I don't even know why they chose to do things the way they did. So take a look at the difference between 4 and 5. How is a beginning painter meant to understand these steps? It is just a straight shot from patterns to a fairly simplistic paint job. This is what I was on about. See, this is where I think they should have gone. I think they should have done the Protoss single miniature design rather than doing these complex things, and that would have really helped them. Alright, so I just wanted to go on about the game for a very short period of time. So here's how it runs. I didn't have a good look at it, but I'm just going to tell you what I know thus far. Alright, so you've got 3 actions with your heroes: discover, move, or recuperate, which is heal. And there's about 91 different scenarios you can go through. So what happens is, as you go through each of your turns, the adversary has a turn and combat is handled completely separately. Alright guys, that's all I've got for you today. Go down and support your local store. Alright, that's it from me. I will see you later. See ya!